They didn't want to invest in her education, but they definitely wanted to invest in her profits. The answer was a firm no. This is a story about a woman who drew a line in the sand, and it's a powerful lesson for anyone who's ever felt undervalued by their own family. I met Vanessa at a charity gala a few months ago. She was poised, intelligent, and commanded the room. Later that evening, she shared a piece of her past with me that was truly shocking. She told me her parents refused to pay for her college because, in their words, she was just a girl, and it wasn't a worthwhile investment. They believed her future was in marriage, not a career. Can you imagine hearing that from the people who are supposed to be your biggest supporters? For them, her brother's education was the priority, the sound investment. Hers was a waste of money. But Vanessa was not someone to be deterred. She was determined to become a doctor. So she did it all on her own. She worked multiple jobs to pay her tuition, waitressing, tutoring, cleaning offices late at night. She took out student loans, lived on instant noodles, and studied relentlessly in the library until it closed. Every dollar she earned went towards her dream. There were times she felt completely alone, exhausted, and on the verge of giving up. Her parents never called, never offered a word of encouragement, never asked if she needed help. It was as if she had been completely cut off. Despite every obstacle, she didn't just graduate. She excelled. Vanessa got into a top medical school, finished at the top of her class, and eventually became one of the most respected surgeons in her field. She built a life for herself filled with success, respect, and financial independence, everything her parents thought was impossible for her. She paid off every cent of her student loans and built a foundation of self-reliance that was unbreakable. Then, one day, years after she'd established her career, the phone rang. It was her parents. They had seen her featured in a magazine, read about her incredible success. Suddenly, their uninvestable daughter looked like a pretty good bet. They laid out their retirement plan for her. It wasn't just about needing help. It was a demand for a lifestyle of luxury. They wanted a new house, a new car, and exotic vacations, all funded by her. They told her it was her duty as their daughter to provide for them, especially now that she was so successful. Vanessa listened patiently, and then she said no. It wasn't about the money. She could have easily afforded it. It was about the principle. They hadn't invested in her struggle, so why should they get to cash in on her success? They hadn't been there for the years of ramen noodles and sleepless nights, but they were front and center for the champagne and celebration. She explained calmly that her success was hers alone, built on her own sweat and tears. She told them she would not fund a luxury retirement for the people who told her she was a waste of an investment. She did offer to help them set up a modest, comfortable retirement plan, ensuring they were safe and cared for, but she refused to finance a life of extravagance built on a foundation of neglect. This was her boundary. It was a declaration that her self-worth was not for sale, and her success wasn't a blank check for those who abandoned her. It was a painful decision, but a necessary one to protect her own peace and honor the young woman who fought so hard to get where she is today. Vanessa's story is a powerful reminder that sometimes the strongest thing you can do is say no and choose yourself. What do you think about her decision? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if this story resonated with you, please like and subscribe for more.